All right, here we go. Nice crappie. Oh, better net it. Nice crappie. From Dad.
There we go. Nice keeper.
Dock shooting again here. In this video, we're gonna go over some tips and techniques that really help us catch these crappie under the docks.
When you're crappie fishing, you'll be reeling this slow enough, you'll have a big bow in your line running from your reel to your line, and a lot of times all you'll see is, I hope you're close enough, is you'll see that line do like that right there, just a little bitty bounce, and that'll be the bite. You won't feel it in your rod tip. So if you're reeling and you see that line just do that little bounce like that, set the hook. Or you'll be reeling and then all of a sudden you'll see just a little wrinkle of slack, and that's one's picked it up. So that's one of the key things to look for. You're not feeling these hit like you are. Sometimes, I mean, they'll thump it hard, but the majority of the time it's just a real subtle bite.
Yeah,
and what we use here is these ACC crappie stick rods. They're a medium action, they're strong. If your crappie gets wrapped around a dock post or whatever, you've got the power to pull it out. This is a 6-footer here. I like a 6-foot to a 6'6", and a 32nd ounce jig head. 95% of the time I'm fishing.
Here he is. Oh, this is a good. Oh yeah.
He's up there.
Get the net ready there. It's gotta be easy. Their mouths are real thin. I don't know if y'all could see, but it's just reeling slow enough. And I had that little bow on my line, and that bow just jumped, like Dad was explaining. I did it. You're good. Caught a good keeper. So you just gotta really focus on your line and watch it as you retrieve it. Then you'll know when they bite it.
All right, we're out here working these docks. What I like to do is I take my jig and I take it about here to my reel and I'll pull it back. But your line, you want it flat with the water. If I pull that jig up and aim that line down, my bait's gonna hit it hard and it's gonna bounce and it'll get hung up under the dock. So you want your line to be level with the water. But what I do is I'll pull it back and I'll shoot it way back up and under there. I turn my bell over, I'm gonna wait about 4 seconds. 2, 3, 4, and then I'm gonna turn this handle just as slow as I can turn it. There he is.
There we go. Good one?
Yep.
All right.
I like them all. Just pull him in here. He's a 9-incher. But it's effective and it works. Just remember, if you're bouncing up and getting hung on the dock, then your line's going at a downward angle, sort of flatten it out more. But what I do is, when I flip it over, I point my rod tip where I want to go, and I pull it back, and I level out my line. I shoot it under there. I'm going to give it 1, 2, 3, 4. And like I said, I'm just going to turn it just as slow as I can turn the reel.
Here we go. I don't think he'll keep either, but when we first approach a dock here, you know, of course, when we see the fish or whatever, they're not really schooled up big time under docks right now, but we see a couple, and then you just kind of have to figure out what depth they are. So what we do is the first shot back in there, we just start reeling as soon as our jig hits the water. And if we're not getting anything by doing that, we'll change it up a little bit. We'll let it sink. We'll count 4 seconds, and it'll fall about, what, 4 feet, Dad? This dog is actually only 5 foot of water, but we fish all the way up to like 20, 25 foot of water docks. So it just kind of depends. Sometimes we count 15 seconds and try to get that jig down about 15 foot. Sometimes we don't even reel the jig at all and just let it sink and they'll hit it. So you just gotta change it up a little bit and try to figure out what the fish want. Because once you do, that's when you start getting bites.